Hi, so thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule to be here. I am Corinne Casaza. I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate and a certified essential oils coach. If you don't know me, I am a professional writer. So when I talk about creativity and oils, you can be sure that I'm using them to write. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you now. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Here we go. Hey, Wendy.
I couldn't get
the sunshine.
yes. I couldn't get the link to work. Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, okay, and my internet went down, so I popped in and out. But here we are. All right.
Okay, good.
Tonight I'm going to talk about using essential oils for creativity. So I'm going to talk about what oils you can use, how to use them, the science behind why they work. I'll tell you what my favorite oils are, and I'll also tell you how you can get the oils into your own house. So, oils for the artistic soul. Really, oils can be used to create any kind of environment that you want to relax you, to motivate you, to inspire you. And you can put different blends together to bring out the best in you. Every oil has an emotional component to it besides the physical component, and we'll talk about that and how you can create a blend for whatever is going on with you in the moment. So you're in really good company if you use essential oils, because they worked for Da Vinci. It's said that he used aromatherapy for his inspiration, and his oil of choice was neroli, which is a flower, and it's a citrusy flower, and it's said to elevate your mood and relieve anxiety. So what is aromatherapy? Well, it's been around for centuries, and if you know me at all, you know I'm a lover of all things Egyptian, and the Egyptians knew the power of oils to change our mood. They used oils in their rituals, in their religious ceremonies. Cleopatra used myrrh to keep her skin young. They were very aware of the power of oils to change our emotions. And it wasn't until the 19th century that the term aromatherapy came along, when our scientists finally figured out what the Egyptians knew all along. And when we talk about aromatherapy, what we really mean is aroma. So we're inhaling the scents and smelling them, and there's actual science behind it. So we've all had the experience of having a smell bring on a memory, right? Like you're walking by a bakery and you smell apple pie, and all of a sudden you're transported to your grandmother's kitchen and you're eating that apple pie from when you were 10, right? Mm-hmm. Well, why does this happen? How does this work? It's because your nose is directly connected to your brain. So when your olfactory bulb smells, it's directly connected to the limbic system of your brain. The limbic system controls emotions, behavior, and mood. So, and it's almost instantaneous. It takes 22 seconds to get from your nose to your brain. So it's a very quick response. And so how does it work? So the science behind essential oils and creativity. So when you inhale this, you're getting an almost immediate reaction, like we just said. So I think in this photo, she's inhaling lavender, right out of the bottle. Mm. So you just inhale that and you get that immediate like and relaxation. So this creates a positive association with the brain. So every time, if you're sitting down to write, and I would probably be using ylang ylang, or that's one of my favorites, or sandalwood. So you're inhaling this scent. And after a while, after you repeat this, you have that positive association, and your body just knows, okay, it's time to sit down and write now, or dance, or paint, or whatever you're doing. But it makes that positive association. Over time, it creates a new neural pathway in your brain. So you're teaching your body, now it's time to sit down and write. or stand up and dance, or paint, or color with crayons, or create a new marketing campaign, or whatever it is that you're doing. So how do you use the oils? We're talking about aromatically right now. So that's in a diffuser. You can see in this photo, what has she got there? Oh, she's got Citrus Bliss in this photo, which is actually the oil of creativity. And we're going to talk about that. So you can inhale it directly from the bottle. You can put a drop on your hand and just smell it from your hand. A cotton ball is a good way to go too. So aromatically, as we've already said, is all about the aroma and taking it in through your nose. Topically means putting the oil on your body. So there are a bunch of good places to use the oil on your body. Like we're going to talk about the oil of bergamot, which is the oil of self-acceptance, which is a really good thing to work with when you're writing, right? So I use that on my forehead or my third eye when I start to write. The forearm is here's my forearm. The forearm is a really good place because it has a lot of serotonin receptors. So when you put oil on your forearm, it tends to change your mood quickly. They say that's the quickest place to put oil to change your mood. Heart is another good one. Throat, these two places, to come from a place of speaking your truth. I like the pulse points of your wrists, the third eye, which I already said, for focus, and the bottoms of the feet is a really great place. If you don't particularly like the smell of an oil, bottoms of the feet is a great place to put it. And, I am a very intuitive person, and actually all the people I have on this call tonight are too. So, that's always what I say, go as guided, use your intuition. Put it where you feel it needs to go. Use the oils that you are feeling you need to use in the moment. And that's a great thing about the oils too. They're so immediate. They're so in the moment. And it's just a custom blend for whatever's going on for you at the moment. Hey, Denise. All right, so which essential oils can I use for creativity? Well, you can see there's quite a list here, and I've gone in and bolded my favorites. Oh, I see there's something in the chat. I just want to make sure everyone can hear. Oh, no worries, Denise. All right, so I've bolded my favorites, and we're going to talk about most of these, I think, for the most part. All right. And we'll talk about where on the body to use them as well. Okay. So Citrus Bliss is a blend that doTERRA put together specifically for creativity. It's the oil of creativity. It's a blend of a lot of citrus: wild orange, lemon, grapefruit, mandarin, bergamot, tangerine, clementine, and vanilla. So it's really uplifting. It inspires creativity. It assists with play and excitement, which is a really good place to be when you're writing or creating anything. Brings color and imagination to your life and restores confidence in you and your creations. So this is a really good one to use. This one I like to put on my wrists, on the pulse points of my wrists. Okay. Clary sage is a good oil. It's the oil of clarity and vision. So this is really good to use if you're blocked. It dispels illusions, and it helps you let go of limiting beliefs. Hey, Tony. So this is one that I use often, and it's really good if you're blocked. This one is really a good one to diffuse while you're writing, or whatever type of creation you're doing. So I tend to use them more aromatically and topically, but the diffuser is a really good way to use the oils for this too. So Indian sandalwood is one of my favorite oils, and this is a good one. It's the oil of sacred devotion. So it assists with meditation, and whenever I am instructing people in writing, I always teach them to meditate first, So this oil helps you increase your connection to God and the universe. It keeps you directed to your purpose. You know, it's going to help you get your personality out of the way and just let spirit flow through you for whatever you're doing. Helichrysum, the healer of pain oil. Now this is it's really earthy smelling, so you may not care for it, but I like to blend this with other oils. This assists in the transformation of self, so it's kind of bringing you to a higher level. It heals your heart and it allows you to experience love again. So if you're creating, you know it's way easier to do if you're coming from a space of love. It helps you transition and it keeps you from holding yourself back. So it really lets you express yourself authentically. And there's one other person on the call that I know is very quiet, and I am always accused of being quiet. So yeah, she's smiling at me. So yeah, this is a good oil for that, for really authentic expression. Lavender, which we talked about a little bit, and this is actually a really good oil for speakers as well, because this is the oil of communication. It assists with all aspects of communication, helps you to speak your truth. So this is a good one to put on your throat, on your heart. I always like the pulse points of my wrists, and actually up and down your forearm is good too, so you can smell it. It just, you know, like I said, go as guided. Lavender enhances feelings of love and creativity. It brings ease in communication and prepares people to receive what you're saying. And it also promotes open communication. And it's also good for sleep. So, all right, this is one of my favorites. This is the Inspiring Blend. And this is a blend of cardamom, cinnamon, ginger, sandalwood, jasmine, vanilla. And you can see that these spices are all very warming. So it's warming and it is spicy. To me, I don't know, it just smells like liquid bubble gum, right? And I'm always using this one, putting it on. I tend to use it as perfume. So it's just one of my favorites. I just love the smell of it. So the Passion Blend assists with burnout, with overwork. So if you're in the middle of a story or in the middle of a project and you're just like, ugh, you know, break out the passion. It reconnects you with your passion. It brings out your creativity. It encourages spontaneity and promotes rejuvenating feelings. So you can tell I'm excited about this one. So blend your own. These are a couple of my favorite oils that I use a lot together. And I have, you can see my little roller ball of ylang ylang here, and there's not so much in it because I use it a lot. Ylang ylang is the inner child oil, so it helps you see with the wonderment of a child. So it's reconnecting you with the wisdom of your heart also. So this is a really, really great place to be when you're writing, and it helps you access your intuition and brings you joy. So like, who doesn't want this oil? Plus it smells so good. So this is a really good one to write with. Like I said, it's one of my favorites, and I often do this combination of ylang ylang and bergamot, and I actually have my bergamot right here. And I do, like I said earlier, anoint myself in the third eye with this one. It gives you courage to share what you're writing, cleanses limiting beliefs, and a big one for writers too, it gets rid of self-criticism. So for me, this is my Yes I Can oil, and the ylang ylang is just, it's just like it's just a big breath of and really joy about whatever it is that you're creating. So these are two that we talked about already, but I do like to use them together, the Passion and the Helichrysum. So Helichrysum, again, about not holding anything back. The Passion, about reconnecting with your passion. I like to use these on my wrist, my forehead, my heart, and again, my forearm is probably my favorite place. And the Helichrysum, I don't know, it smells earthy. I do still like the smell of it. But again, if you don't care for the smell of something, use it on the bottoms of your feet with a roller ball. And I don't know, when I blend it with the passion, I think it's fine. But, you know, again, as we talked about earlier, it's really all personal choice, what you like. And you can also go through and see whatever emotions you're working with in the moment and what blend is going to work for you for that. So it's all customizable. Here's another blend called Storyteller that I really like, and I actually wrote with this week, and I wrote for, I don't know, a couple of hours, and I was really pleased with the result. So this one gets a good ringing endorsement too. And this is a combination of lavender and sandalwood, which we already talked about, and frankincense, which is the oil of truth. So it helps you see the truth, helps you let go of negativity, and creates new perspectives based on light and truth, which is really important when you're writing. And it's also really good for focus and concentration. So it's good for mental agility, which of course you need when you're writing. And here's another blend called Transformation, which I also used this week and really liked. So, and of course I like it, right? Because it's got ylang ylang and bergamot and also patchouli. So ylang ylang we talked about, it's the oil of the inner child, helping reconnect you with the wonderment of a child. Bergamot, the oil of self-acceptance, helping you let go of negativity and self-criticism. And patchouli is the oil of physicality. So it complements any activity that connects your spirit with your body. And writing does do that, along with other things like yoga, tai chi that I have listed here. It's also really good because it helps you let go of fear and nervous tension. It helps you feel grounded and stable. And it stills your heart and mind so you can focus again on writing. And, you know, we talked about this already, but create any blend you want based on what's going on for you. So you look at the emotional components of these oils and figure out what's going on with you. Are you blocked? Are you having negative thoughts? Do you have limiting beliefs? Like, what's going on for you at that point? And it may be that you continue to have one specific brand of an issue that you are going to use with an oil and make breakthroughs with. So I want to check with you and see if you have any questions at this point.
Okay. I do. Hi. When you're saying like these blends that you're making them yourself, like the transformation. So are you applying like one drop of each in one place, or are you blending it in some kind of container and then using it?
Yeah, so I have the recipes for them, and actually here's my little tester of transformation right here. Mm-hmm. So it actually has a recipe, and then you can blend them together. So you put the drops in a roller ball, and then you fill it with a carrier oil, which I use fractionated coconut oil, which simply means that it's coconut oil that stays in a liquid state. And then you can see that, you see it has a little roller ball there. So you can frantically apply it to your forearm like that, or wherever you like.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, so I definitely have the recipes and the oils that I'm using.
And I was also wondering about when you put it on your feet, so that's going directly through your skin and working that way.
Right.
Instead of through your nose.
Right. So good point, Wendy. So when you're putting it, when you're smelling it, it's going directly to your brain. And when you're putting it on your body, it's going in through your skin, you know, your largest organ. And that's why I actually like the inside of the forearm, because there are serotonin receptors there. So it definitely changes your mood.
Okay.
The bottoms of the feet is a good place too. Like we said, especially if you don't care for the smell, but I don't know, they evaporate quickly enough. So like I said, you blend them with something else as well, and they tend to smell good, but it's all personal choice. Lorraine, did you have a question?
I actually did. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it, the helichrysum?
Chrisom, yeah.
Helichrysum? I've never heard of that before. I know you say it's very earthy. Um, I've been drawn to a oil called vetiver,
Mm-hmm.
which is also very woodsy, can kind of be offensive on its own. Would you say that the helichrysum is the same sort of idea?
It has
Also?
different properties than vetiver. Vetiver is very thick. Helichrysum isn't as thick. And helichrysum is more earthy. Vetiver is something, it's actually really, really good for sleep. So I find and it's supposed to be good for focus as well. So you can, for me, it's one of those things where I feel like when I smell that oil, it's like someone reached in and shut off my neocortex. Like there are no thoughts going on for me. Like
It's for their rest.
but
Yeah.
you know, everyone's different. That's the way it works for me. But you know, you can try it and see how it works for you.
Yeah. I deal with a lot of limiting, not a lot, but some specific limiting beliefs, and not being aware of that essential oil. I'd be interested in learning more about that.
Okay.
And, what to blend that with. And lavender I keep on my desk. I work in, as Corinne probably remembers, very toxic environments. So I do have oils on my desk on cotton balls. I don't typically put a number of different oils on, but maybe I should start.
You could definitely play with that. Would they allow you to diffuse oils in your workspace, or no, is it a shared space?
No, it's I do have my own office, but it's very small, so I wear a diffuser bracelet, and I have, like little vials with cotton balls in them to get by. Yeah. But at home I can do anything I want, And I actually do have a diffuser. I'll let you know what came with it, whether it's junk oil or anything therapeutic, because, I don't like to use anything with alcohol or anything like that.
Okay. Denise says, I hide my cotton balls with oil under my keyboard tray so no one at work complains. Good idea, Denise. All right. Does anyone have any other questions? All right, so, what's going on in the chat?
Oh, what's a diffuser bracelet? So basically I have a bracelet that is tiger blood agate, I think, the primary stones, and then on the underside of it, and I wear it on, it's a bracelet, is volcanic ash, so it absorbs the oil. And, as Corinne said, I can just bring it up to my nose and get some relief, or, a jolt of whatever I need that day.
Yeah, so actually here's what she's talking about, Denise. So there are little balls on here that absorb the oil. There's a couple of them. This is my bracelet that I only take it off when I sleep. A couple of drops of oil there, and just, have that to smell during the day. It's another good way to hide the oils if you're at work.
Yeah.
Oh, what else is in here in the chat? No, Denise, I like to put the oils on my wrist. So actually, Wendy, this bracelet was made by someone on my team, and yeah, she does sell them. So yeah. All right. I promised you I was going to talk about how to get the oils into your home, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Oh, did someone have another question first? Oh, Wendy, yeah?
There was another question in the chat, I think. Do you prefer it in the bracelet or right on your wrist directly, I think is what the question was, from Denise.
Oh,
Maybe you answered that.
I thought I did, but that's okay. So, yeah, I do like to wear it on my wrist, but directly. But like I said, I only take this off when I sleep. I haven't really taken it off since I bought it. So it definitely is good to wear during the day.
So do you have to clean it or clear it each time if you're changing the oils? How's that work?
No, so one of the things about oils is that they're volatile, and that means that they change states and they evaporate quickly. So you don't have to worry about that. And also another point here is the name oil is kind of a misnomer in that they're not an oil like olive oil is an oil, right? They don't have any fat in them. So they are not going to stain your clothes. They're not going to stain your bed sheets or your pillows if you decide to run some lavender, over your pillowcase. So you can definitely just relax, have fun, and play with them, experiment, because they're not going to stain anything. All right. So there are 3 ways to get doTERRA oils into your home. The first way is retail, which we're not going to talk about because friends don't let friends buy retail. The second way is standard wholesale, which is 25% off retail with no monthly purchase requirement. It is like a Sam's Club membership where you pay a $35 fee to join, but you can get the fee waived if you enter with an enrollment kit, and I'll talk about those in a minute. The third way is the way I get my oils, which is the Loyalty Rewards Program. And that is like a customizable monthly wellness box. Again, there's no purchase required, but through this way, you accumulate points, you get a deeper discount over time, you get your shipping back each month. And doTERRA is really good about telling you beforehand. They'll send you an email and say, hey, your order is going to ship. This is what's in it. If you want something different, go change it now. So they're really good about that. So I just want to show you a couple of enrollment kits. This is the Natural Solutions Kit. It's one of our most popular kits. I really like it because it has a taste of everything doTERRA offers. There are the top 10 oils, the On Guard cleaning products, personal products like shampoo and conditioner. And I have to tell you, the conditioner is one of my all-time favorite things. I was ready to cut my hair before I started using it. It also has supplements and a diffuser. So this is a great kit if it's in your budget. The Home Essentials Kit is another good way to start. It has all the top 10 oils and a diffuser in it. The Cleanse and Restore Kit is really a good kit for lifelong health. And I will tell you, I am never without the PB Assist and the Terrazyme. The PB Assist is the probiotic. And this kit actually is out of stock right now. This is worth mentioning because the reason it's out of stock is that the Zendocrine product didn't pass its purity test, so doTERRA won't sell it. So that's another thing about this company. They are very open and honest about what they're doing and how they're doing it. And everything is sustainably farmed, and they give back to the communities that they work with. If you want to become a wholesale customer with me, if you want to do that by the end of this week, I'll throw in a free bottle of wild orange oil, which is one of doTERRA's top oils, and it's known to be a bringer of abundance. And also, if you're on this call, you might want to check out my Oil Alchemy page on Facebook. Just do a search on Oil Alchemy, and I do a lot of education on that page as well. I go live a lot and talk about, what I'm working with and what's going well for me. I recently had a really, really bad bout of tendonitis from bike riding. And from that, I started just taking turmeric externally and internally. I was using it in a roller ball on my arm, and then I started taking it internally, and it's been really helpful. Also, if you're interested in doTERRA as a business, you can talk to me about that as well. I just started at the beginning of the year, and I really like having a better handle on my wellness and the community that I have with like-minded people. So it's just the beginning of my journey, but I'm really having a good time with it. So is there anything else, any other questions or anything else I can help you with in this moment? You can also find me, just, inbox me on Facebook as well. No more questions? Awesome. All right, well, thank you again. Thanks so much for taking time out of your schedule. Oh, I see something in the chat. Denise, did I miss a lot at the beginning? No, I can send you the replay, Denise, if you want. Just let me know. All right, so I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you want to check out my Oil Alchemy page, I'm in there. And Lorraine, I will connect with you and we'll talk about what's going on for you.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm sorry it's been so long.
I
Good
know,
to
it's
see
been
you.
too long since we talked.
I
All right,
know.
peeps. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too. Thank you, Corinne. Bye-bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
everyone.
Bye.